Yeah, well, hello. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I kind of shenanigans. Or I got in a rush. I had a session with After Hate before this, and quite honestly, I mean, we got the first fucking trolls in the fucking chat, which is kind of amazing. Honestly, it's like they got this whole dedication going on them. So yeah, I congratulate them for that, for the effort they're making on giving me views. But yeah, anyway. I rushed into this, I think, but I didn't expect getting an extra subscriber on this, so I'm going. Of course, I'm gonna have to notify I'm live with the stream or something. Give me a minute. I I think it's proper to say that I'm live right now at this point on the Discord and Twitter, which I forgot to do. I'm sorry. I rushed into this thing, pretty much. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Okay, right. Give me a minute. There you go. That's one. And let's give me a minute. I think the PC is acting up for a bit. All right. Goody. Goody. It's good that I got views for once um because apparently I still gotta work this out to get myself recommended on Asmongold's videos and everything. So everyone knows my reasons why I'm doing this. Everyone should know this. Everyone should fucking know this. You know, this little experiment of mine. Give me a minute. I okay, okay. Just give me a minute. Give me a solid. Hey, it's something, you know. It's something. I mean, it's not that. It's not that it's a rare thing to get this sort of views on a stream like this. I mean, it happens. Hold on. Oh boy. Damn, Twitter is acting up. My Twitter is acting up. Give me a minute. Okay, maybe refresh it. I guess. Oh, jeez. It's not going to give me the right link to the tweet, is it? Fucking hell. This is what happens when you rush into this kind of stuff. This is what happens. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Oh, there you are. Okay. Give me a minute. Fuck. Jeez Louis, okay. Okay, sweetie. Can you, like, not do the shit? Okay, is it working? Hmm. Okay, alright. Alright. I can do this. You can do this, Twitter. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Give me a minute. Oh my fucking god. There you go. Alright, now I can do it. Now I can do it. Perfect. That's done. That's out of the way. Alright, I already announced I'm live now. Goody goody. Okay, let's watch some fucking Asmongold videos. I guess the pain must endure. I must endure the pain once more for this, for science. What should I watch today? I don't have too many cigarettes, so I cannot take too many cigarette breaks, honestly, but I don't know, it's whatever. Alright, for science. Let's see. Okay. I'll switch to the stop view. There you go. Right. Well, what we got here? We got, right? Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. We got plenty of World of Warcraft stuff. I don't know. I don't know what kind of fucking World of Warcraft stuff to watch. I already have enough of fucking World of Warcraft shit. I don't know. Maybe if I search React or something. I don't know. Wait, what's this? This is another fucking 1 hour video. What the fuck? What about this? This is 22 minutes long. I mean, I already seen the original video I was reacting to, honestly, but I don't know. Oh, whatever. I have no fucking clue. Alright. Well, let's have a look at this. There you go.
Would you believe me if I told you that there is a dystopian political ideology that treats the apocalypse as a gift? This philosophy exists both on the right and left and is based off a sci-fi novel. And currently, we are seeing the real-world effects of technocrats and extremists who adopt these principles. Accelerationism is stepping on the gas of a technocratic capitalistic society. Technocratic meaning a society driven by technology, dominated by powerful oligarchs. It's no secret our modern society adopts some of these principles.
Of course.
An example of this is global warming is happening. Let's make it happen faster. Accelerationists believe in taking on any consequence as a result of pushing through to the next phase. This is through production, industrialization, and constantly advancing no matter the cost. In other words, fully unleashing capitalism to create a utopia.
This
the
seems
earliest
good.
ideas of accelerationism in philosophy and politics
this seems good.
were due to French Marxists in the 1970s.
The speedrunning.
In 1972, philosopher Deleuze and
Is that all he has to say, basically? Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good.
psychoanalyst Guattari published Anti-Oedipus and explored the idea of capitalism and how it has the ability to liberate and oppress, but wanted to go still further. In 1974, Lyotard, in his book The Libidinal Economy, states that capitalism was also enjoyed by those whose lives have been accelerated. To him, the system of capital is, when all said and done, natural.
Right.
From 1987 to 1998, a Warwick professor named Nick Land created accelerationism based on a sci-fi novel called Lord of Light. Nick Land was and still is an absolute mad lad. Nick Land was known for giving fantastical lectures, spewing out buzzwords, climbing
Lying on the ground, croaking into a mic? This guy's nuts.
over
What the
chairs,
fuck?
laying on the ground, making guttural noises from his throat, anything to get a strange reaction from his students. In 1995,
It sounds like he
he
should
founded what is
stream.
called the CCRU, or the Cybernetic Culture Research Unit. This can be described as an experimental cultural theorist collective, or a really weird academic think tank. Nick Land created the CCRU with Sadie Plant, a fellow professor at Warwick. Mark Fisher, student of Sadie Plant, was also a founding member. The CCRU covered topics ranging from futurism, technoscience, philosophy,
I like it.
mysticism, numerology, complexity theory, and science fiction. This would begin his descent into madness. He
Okay.
became a satanic cultist, fled to China, and coined the term the Dark Enlightenment. Mark Fisher would ultimately
I
distance
like
himself
this is
from
awesome.
Nick Land and would become a left accelerationist, focusing less on capitalism because he thought of it as more of a hamster wheel of production than any actual progress. To him, capitalism was a disappointment to accelerationism. Central to accelerationism is the idea of hyperstition. According to an interview between Delphi Karstens and Nick Land, hyperstition is best described as a positive feedback circuit including culture as a component. It can be defined as the experimental technoscience of self-fulfilling prophecies. Superstitions are merely false beliefs, but hyperstitions, by their very existence as ideas, function casually to bring about their own reality. Capitalist economics is extremely sensitive to hyperstition, where confidence acts as an effective tonic, and inversely. The fictional idea of cyberspace contributed to the influx of investment that rapidly converted it into a techno-social reality. No
That's like fucking, dude. That's like NFTs. Dude, this is awesome.
Where did they even draw that comparison from? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like NFTs and crypto. Like, holy shit.
I hear you. I'm just as
No,
confused.
it's like in fucking Final Fantasy. Whenever enough people believe in something, it manifests a primal.
Okay, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Holy shit.
There are 4 elements of hyperstition. Number 1, it is an element of effective culture that makes itself real. Think of the stock market. It can either go up or down depending on speculation. Number 2, it is fictional. The future is made up, but it's actually real because of society's visions of the future. Think of Brave New World, 1984, Terminator, iRobot, or even Ex Machina. Number 3, hyperstitions are coincidence intensifiers. This means that accelerated fictions come true faster. An example of this would be capitalism. Technology increases and continues to feed back into itself. New technology means faster progress, which means more new technology. Number 4, hyperstition is a call to the old ones. On the other side of tech exists nature itself. All of this sounds like a sci-fi novelist's wet dream.
This is awesome.
Technology is the answer that humans have to unlock to find the truth. The idea here is that there's no need for a left or right when the true answer is technology. In fact, there will be no need to fight over policies when everyone's problems are simply solved because of technological advancements. Modern
Dude. Like, I don't know if I'm crazy. I agree with a lot of this. Yeah, this is great.
examples of people who would
I think it's true. Once people have like Neuralink, a lot of their problems will go away because they can live their life completely independent of reality. This is so good.
under the accelerationist umbrella would include Steve Bannon, chief strategist of the White House under Trump, Peter Thiel, co-founder of
Sloppy
PayPal
Steve.
and Palantir, Mark Andreessen, the man who literally invented the internet in the form of Netscape, and Curtis Yarvin, aka Mencius Moldbug. Have you ever heard of taking the red pill? It's literally tossed around every single day on every corner of the internet.
Everybody
Curtis
knows about
Yarvin, under the Harry Potter-esque pseudonym Mencius Moldbug, an alt-right technocrat blogger, coined the term in 2009, taking the metaphor from The Matrix. Man, going down all these deep
I didn't
dives
know
just
that.
makes
Holy
me so
shit.
uncomfortable. But you know what does make me feel safe? Browsing the internet with the help of today's video sponsor, ExpressVPN. If you guys are anything like me, spend a large majority of your time or day inside connected to the internet, then you're giving your internet service providers and advertisers more opportunities to collect your data and legally sell it. And I don't know about you, but something
Does
about that just
VPN
doesn't
actually
sit
stop
right with
that,
me.
though?
ExpressVPN is a simple app for your computer or smartphone that encrypts all of your network data
I don't know.
and tunnels it through a secure VPN server, preventing your internet service
Maybe some of
provider
them
from
do.
keeping tabs on
Maybe
you.
this
A lot
one
of people
does.
think they're safe whenever they open up an incognito tab or a
Supermodels on
private browser.
trampolines?
Meanwhile,
Okay.
your internet service
He's
provider
even
can
reacting
still
to
see
got
the
them
hentai
fucking
sites
sponsor.
that you like. I use ExpressVPN on all of my devices because it adds that extra layer of
That's a
protection.
completely fucking new thing. Oh wow, he's sponsoring. Okay, no one cares about usually the fucking sponsor. No one gives a shit about the goddamn fucking sponsor. What the fuck?
From anyone trying to collect my data.
I feel like at a certain point, people got, like, remember back whenever, like, internet surveillance first started becoming part of the, like, you know, like the general societal awareness, like people became aware that like they were being like watched online, and like they would cover up their webcams and stuff like that. And like now we're at such a point that's so degenerate that people are thinking, man, if somebody's watching me fucking jerk off right now at the FBI, like I better put on a show. You know, like they put the they turn the webcam around so like they can watch them now. You know, people have gone so fucking insane.
favorite part about ExpressVPN is that by connecting to one of their servers, I'm able to unlock other countries' streaming services, such as Netflix. For example, whenever I connect to the UK, I'm able to watch Rick and Morty on their Netflix. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like going to the bathroom with the door open. You can do it, but it's a risk I don't really want to take. Go to expressvpn.com/Philion to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN totally free. And thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. Years later, accelerationism would then be fully actualized in the form of the Dark Enlightenment. Nick Land's ideas were expanded upon by Curtis Yarvin under the pseudonym Mencius Moldbug. The Dark Enlightenment is synonymous with neo-reactionaries.
Realize how nearly in the entirety of Asmongold's reaction video is completely silent, like devoid of any transformative reaction or whatever. Like this whole thing is like, you know, sort of like uncut. It feels like he doesn't add much to the whole thing.
Or NRX for short. Depending on what form of acceleration you're talking about, you may see it denoted like this. R/AC equals right-wing accelerationism, L/AC equals left-wing accelerationism, or even an offshoot such as Kaliak or Kali Yuga accelerationism. According to Kali Yuga accelerationists, we are living in the Kali Yuga, or dark times. And as you know by now, surfing the Kali Yuga means embracing the darkness, letting things happen, and even stepping on the gas.
Isn't this what I did with Diablo Immortal? Oh my god. All right. Yeah, holy shit. Finally.
Surfing the Kali Yuga refers to traditionalism, but this is an escapist answer to modern problems. On the spectrum, you have traditionalism and modernity. Traditionalism is an escape from modern times.
Yes.
Traditionalists want to live like civilizations in the past, and they define tradition as truth. It's simply hating the modern world.
Oh, no, what's with Asmongold? Nothing special with Asmongold, really. Wink, wink. It's a bit of an experiment, if you will.
And yearning for a return of the good days. I put good days in quotations because I think we've all read
Yeah, good days. Back when our people die from polio and nobody knew if the earth was flat or not. And the church would come and put you in jail because somebody said that you you worship Satan. Yeah, those are the good days. Remember those guys? Yeah. Whenever there was no internet, there was no internet porn.
History book or two. Modernity is the reality that we live in now, and capitalism is the vehicle that drives modernity. Accelerationism is one of the alt-right answers to getting out of the Kali Yuga, or the Dark Age. It is playing devil's advocate for a living and basking in it. These are small, vocal, insulated groups of people, which can be pretty powerful. Two individuals in particular, Sunny and Sonia, whose home is 4chan, create
I love how he puts both of their fucking things up. They're both fucking banned. Yep, there we go. Both fucking banned.
What is known as the Kaliak cult. This podcast describing Kali Yuga accelerationism was scrubbed from the internet and re-uploaded with 260 views. It is quite possibly the best example that this stuff does exist. And yes, I listened to the whole thing. If you were to ask me how deep this rabbit hole goes, I would say the 9th circle of hell, and I was in it. A Kaliak is someone who believes in everything regarding the Kali Yuga. If it sounds apocalyptic, it's because it is. To these people, modern times are so bad and estranged from tradition that we are living in an apocalypse or the Kali Yuga.
There's nothing.
This podcast is hard to get through, considering both the subject matter and cadence of the subject.
He adds nothing
for
the majority of the time.
Post-meta-ironic humor. In other words, never, ever, ever admitting that they're joking. And that is the joke. Your ability to do that is precisely the current.
Never break. Wait, that's what I always have said. Never break character.
Character.
Yeah, you never. That's what I always said. Like, yeah, if people don't like you, and people complain about, yeah, they never break character. People that break character are hated. Oh my god.
See on 4chan. Over the course of
That's it. That's really it. What the fuck?
an hour and a half, they describe their vision of an ideal society and characteristics of the Kaliak cult. They believe in a strict caste system, a characteristic of ancient societies, which consists of separating people based on gender, class, alpha or beta-ness, race, sex, ethnicity, culture, IQ. This can go on forever. Depending on where you sit in the caste system dictates your worth as a human. According to them, Aryans are at the top, and at the very base of the pyramid are the untouchables.
I would
to
never
summarize
guess
their
that.
beliefs, members of the Kaliak cult believe in purebred humans, Darwinism, survival of the fittest, tradition in the sense of a metaphorical truth, intercaste marriages, genetic determinism, and accelerationism. At 29 minutes, they describe how they don't have a specific timeline in spreading their ideology across 4chan. This is because you can get into an argument with someone one day and then change their mind the next. Meanwhile, it's the same two people arguing, just changing their approach in how they manipulate their language. To summarize the different types of accelerationism, Inventing the Future from Shrinchek and Williams and the CCRU are examples of left accelerationism or contemporary accelerationism. Left accelerationists believe in full automation and universal basic income.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh my god. This is crazy. What the fuck?
They believe the only way for a society
Crazy about what? I don't get it, Asmongold. What the fuck?
to collapse is to be pushed to the breaking point, or accelerated, so that a true socialist society can exist in the aftermath. However, after Nick Land left the CCRU, he accelerated a little too hard, and created a new sect of accelerationism called Landian accelerationism, which is synonymous with right accelerationism. Landian accelerationists, or r/ac, believe that machines are going to take over the world and kill everyone, because technology has gotten to a point where it is irreversible. But this is a good thing, because we will surrender ourselves to the one true God
Just unplug 'em.
technology. And lastly,
Yeah.
far-right accelerationists have been lumped into the pot with white supremacists and neo-Nazi groups. They advocate for a civil war or assassinations to speed up the process of anarchy. Man, I really just need to go outside and touch some grass.
Wait.
Wait, there's like a final section of the video dedicated to commentary at this point. It's like, what the fuck? The video is 22 minutes long. Oh god, what is Asmongold gonna fucking say at this point?
That was the video. That was the whole video.
Would you believe me if I told you that there's
Holy shit.
contemporary accelerationism? Left accelerationists believe in full automation and universal basic income. They believe the only way for a society to collapse is to be pushed to the breaking point, or
Man, that really is that's something, isn't it? Wow. That is just crazy. Kibble,
Whoa, that is just so crazy.
believe that? Wow, some people think the craziest things, huh? Yeah, the voice. Yeah, I mean, really, that's some crazy weird stuff people believe in. Yeah, I don't know. I'll link the video. This is a. Oh my god! Like, wow. What's the conspiracy theories? I have no idea. Like, link it? Yeah, as I said, I love Fillian's videos. We're going to be watching more of these. These are so fucking good. Make sure to give him some support. We had him on the show maybe like a week ago or so, whenever he did the Bored Apes video. This was crazy, man. Eye-opening? Yeah, I know. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just... F-Chat didn't even understand the video? I feel like most of the people understood the video. It wasn't that complicated, right? It makes sense. Holy shit. What do you consider now? The AI is now sentient? That was clickbait. I read into it. It was not true. It was an assumption. It was, you know, like a game.
And then he reads chat. Of course. Basically completely fucking brain dead. Jeez Louis. Jeez Louis. I don't know.
Game of telephone through like 3 different levels of people. And yeah, it was just not really true. It was complicated. Yeah. That's it. Easy to understand, also easy to critique. Yeah, I think so. AI has no morals. That's true. Actually, that's been a big problem with AI. Go ahead.
Bro, people that... If you actually think that technology is gonna, like, somehow become self-aware and just go around and start killing humans, you are out of touch with anything even remotely resembling reality. I don't even know what to say to you. You are clueless.
I am not an like, I don't know the scope of I don't know the scope of reality that an AI can exist in that is truly independent. Because like even like every random number generator that's done by an AI is not random number generator, right?
Okay, so obviously the rest of the fucking video is fluff. I don't know what else to expect out of it. It's like he puts all the fluff at the end of the fucking video, adding extra time to it. But only when he reacts to the fucking video itself, it's completely nearly silent. I don't get what's the fucking point of this shit. Like, yeah, it literally adds nothing until the end of it. So like he drags on and on and on with the last shit. Yeah, I feel that. Asmongold is kind of boring, I'll be honest. I know. It's not that I'm trying to doing anything much different, but you know, it's just for the sake of science. I don't know. Like what's going on fucking Discord in a way? It's just something's acting up on Discord. No, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay, just it's whatever. I mean, there was a time where everyone was basically shitting on people like Jinx Reloaded and shit. What happens now? What is going on now that we perfectly allow this sort of crap just slip through the platforms of YouTube and Twitch just unpunished? Like, completely getting away with this shit, with stealing content shit, you know? That's the weird part. We somehow allow this sort of stuff to happen. And that's the really fucking weird part. But I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to be right back in 5 minutes. Okay. Anyway. Wow, it seems these days you can't have fun these days. It doesn't sound like it. Hmm? You can't really have fun these days, are you? Well, anywho. Let's see if we can watch some more Asmongold content here. For science, of course. For science. Hold on, what's this? What's going on? Hmm? A lot of the messages, what happened? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. Just a bunch of really annoying piss babies just making alt accounts and spamming even my docs and shit. Yeah, that's what happened. Nothing special here. Just a bunch of piss babies who can really seem to, be fulfilled in life and just mind their own business. That's what happens. But yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. They can keep trying this fucking shit, and it barely affects me at all at this point. Like, they come up with shit like commit suicide, blah, 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 usual shit, and like, yeah, you see that. You see that. The usual shit, you know? The same dude just doing the same shit. That's pretty usual. Nah, it doesn't have anything to do with Asmongold, you know, it's the usual dude. The the British dude. I don't want to mention his particular name because it will bring him a serious load of fucking attention that he doesn't deserve, but whatever. Okay. Oh, I got the I got the reaction videos for yesterday. Nah, it cannot be fucking gross score. You know what? You know who I mean. You know who I mean. The usual shit. The usual shit. Yeah. It's whatever. I got over it easily. That what these people don't really easily realize is that I got over that kind of shit. Like, they try to tell you, oh, commit suicide, but you know it's not gonna happen. They don't realize it's not gonna happen eventually because I'm really at a point of life where I don't really feel bad about myself or anything. I'm just chill, you know. Yeah, exactly. The same guy from the Discord voice chat I tweeted about. Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name, but you know who it is. The fucking guy who tell me to kill myself or some shit. Yeah, that guy. Which I knew for like several fucking years, right? And he keeps going with his shit. It doesn't seem like it's like I live inside his head rent free. You know? And thus he keeps making alt accounts on YouTube or whatever and like keeps spamming the same shit. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy. Anyway, not gonna fucking derail too much from here. Let's see here. Maybe some World of Warcraft crap or something. I don't fucking know. Let's see. What we got here? What we got here? Like, at some point, it's tiring to watch, like, his World of Warcraft content, you know? It's still reaction videos, but, you know, like, he's a big fucking Blizzard shill. Like, who gives a shit about this 15-year-old fucking game? What about this? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna make a video about him yet. until eventually grabbing off of a platform to be able to defend myself against him, you know, or until he's gone for good, you know, because he's pretty dangerous. I don't want to say why, but like it's it's pretty icky dealing with him. But yeah, but hey, I don't know. I have no fucking clue about it. Well, here it is.
Let's go ahead and watch this one here. WoW Classic, what Wrath of the Lich King Classic won't be as good as it was in 2008. Is this going to be a depression video? Good. All right, let's watch it.
WoW players will always trade any amount of fun in exchange for the tiniest morsel of efficiency. The most minimal, insignificant advantage is worth more than any amount of enjoyment. This has never been more clearly on display than during these last few years of Classic. Remember that epic adventure through Azeroth everyone was so excited about before Classic launched?
Yeah.
Well, all it took was a few YouTube videos explaining how dungeon grinding was slightly more efficient than questing. To have all these classic Andes throw away a decade's worth of nostalgia just to hit 60 slightly faster. And who could forget—
To be fair, I would have liked to quest out in the open world, but you literally couldn't because you were on a PvP server and you'd just get stream sniped by 100 people. I didn't want to do dungeon grinding. I thought it was boring. Like, I would have rather done questing because I thought it was more interesting, but you couldn't do that.
When everyone would stack full world buffs on their main and then log out for the rest of the week just so they could have a chance at doing high DPS in some of the easiest raid content in WoW history. With Wrath coming out soon, are we doomed to head down this same path yet again? This is the last expansion—
No, man, absolutely not. This one's gonna be totally different, guys. This one, we're going home.
Sarcasm.
Who's right? Video, some kid wasn't born, Wrath was out. He totally knows why Wrath won't be good. He's right. What he's saying is generally right. I think that the point that he brought up about classic WoW and dungeon grinding, and there are people, by the way, who like dungeon grinding. And like, for example, there's a lot of people who loved classic WoW raiding, but they could give less of a fuck about leveling. They want to get to the part of the game that they like. Or PvP maybe, like 60 PvP. That's what they enjoy. So I think that it's a little bit reductive to say that dungeon grinding or how people leveled in Classic was indicative of them not really liking the game or them subverting their own desires. But I do think that it is a point that's worth bringing up, for sure. Here we go.
in the Classic trilogy. And
okay, here's a bit of a hot take that I don't know if you guys will be able to take it, right? I think World of Warcraft Classic is way worse than World of Warcraft Retail because it feels more grindy than retail. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty more evident the grindy nature of World of Warcraft Classic than it is on retail. I don't know why people want to fucking swallow that. It's the same old fucking shit. I don't know.
This is our last chance at a Classic experience. Maybe we should take a few minutes to evaluate our approach. This efficiency-first attitude is just as pervasive today as it was back then, and it permeates every corner of gameplay, from leveling to gearing to endgame rating. While players are more... permeates every corner of gameplay, from leveling to gearing to endgame.
Oh, man. Oh, Joe, that's the thing. Is like, I thought the staff was the staff of dominance. Wow, how did I get this?
Rating.
I still can't believe that Joker got kicked out of Method. He got kicked out of Method for ninja looting a staff.
Players are more results-driven.
What the fuck is he talking about?
It did him a favor.
It's no longer about the journey, it's all destination. The only thing that matters is progress and achieving goals. And I want you to really ask yourself, is it really fun to play that way? A lot of people will say yes, but I think the kind of fun they're describing is a little bit different than the kind of genuine enjoyment that I'm talking about. The way modern gamers approach WoW not only flies in the face of how it was originally designed to be experienced, but is antithetical to having fun in the first place. The community expects players to use every possible advantage that's available to them, whether or not it leads to a better experience.
I feel like this guy joined a Sunwell guild and he didn't have his flask and they kicked him out of the guild, and he's like, you know what, fuck these guys, I'm gonna make a video about this. Like, yeah, I'm making a video about this right now. Like, I've had enough of this shit. Yeah, because like I think that it's totally fucking fine. A lot of people like speedrunning Sunwell, and it's totally okay to be able to do that. The problem with Classic WoW was that there was this weird expectation that everybody had to play in a certain way. Everybody had to, you had to level up this way, you had to raid this way, you had to have this comp, you had to get this gear. When actually the truth is you didn't really have to do any of that at all. The problem is that if you, no, you're right, that's what I did. In my raids, if you weren't playing optimally, you weren't getting gear. because I don't want to play with people that aren't putting in 100%. Right? Because if you let people come into the raid that aren't putting in 100%, then everybody else will stop putting in 100% as well. That's what happens. So if you don't do that, then you're rewarding people who don't put in effort. McConnell, yeah, and we didn't give McConnell a lot of loot. Remember that? He was very upset about that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I love meritocracy. Yes, it's a meritocracy. If you don't have a meritocracy, all you have is a race to the bottom. That's the only thing. Yeah, if you don't hold people accountable and give people rewards based off of their effort, you just have a ever decreasing effort of the game. Like, that's all there is to it. Now, of like anything you're doing. So I think the problem with Classic WoW, and this isn't as much the case, is it's people that have like a different philosophy in the game joining a guild and then being mad that the guild doesn't have the same viewpoint as them. So like in Classic WoW, if you join a guild and then your guild is like all getting all the world buffs, it's an alliance guild, they get War Chief's blessing, and then you show up with Rallying Cry of the Dragon Slayer and fucking 2 elixirs, and then they get mad at you, you're...
Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck is he talking about? He's not talking a bunch of nonsense related to WoW. Like, Jesus, man, chill. It's a 15-year-old fucking game.
Wrong. Because you join this guild and everybody else is doing this, you're not doing this, you're wrong. But at the same time, if you get all the buffs and you get fucking War Chief's blessing as Alliance, you're a Fury Warrior, you fucking got everything min-maxed, you leveled up your blacksmithing, you've got everything, you go in there with elemental sharpening stones to molten core, right? You're big dicking it as hard as you can, and you get mad that you get passed over for loot over somebody else.
Oh, man.
Everybody else is just
somebody
getting,
get this man a
like
fucking World of Warcraft train model.
Then you're the wrong one. Then you're the one who's wrong. Because everybody else isn't doing that. It's about fitting in and being part of a group. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like it's about you finding a group of like-minded people and then playing with them.
Actually, one of the most commonly overlooked instances of optimizing the fun out of the game is the ubiquity of endgame raid add-ons and guides. It's become entirely normal and expected for every player to use things that trivializes content they've never even seen before. Even when a new raid tier like Sunwell...
What's really bad about that is the fact that it creates a social pressure to do that. You now have to do that. It is you are required to do this.
Least, where 99% of players have never even set foot inside, you're expected to have read up on the fights and install add-ons that essentially play the game for you. And players...
I disagree with this sentiment. I disagree with where they're coming from with this sentiment. I think it's absolutely expected that somebody who is playing the game in a team environment has a working knowledge of the fight if everybody else is doing the same thing. I completely disagree with the idea that you should not have to do that. If you are part of the team, if you are doing this and everybody else is learning to fight, and then you get mad because they want you to look it up ahead of time and not waste their time, you're the one who's wrong. Yeah, it depends on the guild. Again, it's people like it's like if I go into a run and I want to clear the raid quickly, and then there's somebody who doesn't know the fight, and they don't ask what to do, and they just wipe the raid, they're wrong. But if I go into a pug, and nobody else has cleared it, and I'm mauling at everybody for not looking up a million guides and min-maxing it, then I'm wrong. It's, again, people that insert themselves into a group of other people, and then expect the entire group to conform around them. It is like fucking... peak, like, fucking main character syndrome narcissism bullshit. I hate it. Fit in or get the fuck out.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that like the main character kind of thing, like narcissism thing going on in like expansions and like Legion and shit, or like Battle of Azeroth or something? I remember Battle of Azeroth with the fucking... we're treated like, the savior of Azeroth or some shit, right? Because of, like, the whole Enzalt thing and the Heart of Azeroth thing. Even though there's, like, a fucking bazillion fucking players there going on that do the same exact fucking thing, You're being called the champion of Azeroth, like you were this narcissistic main character shit. At the end of the day, World of Warcraft is just fucking old game, 15 years old, and like fucking shit game. Who gives a shit about this crap?
Don't even realize what they're giving up by doing this. They're trading the joy of discovery and
Holy
the deep
shit.
satisfaction of taking down a difficult challenge for nothing more than some extra purple loot. And it's so strange because we don't approach other games this way. They're giving up by doing this. They're trading the joy of discovery and the deep satisfaction of taking down a difficult challenge for nothing more than some extra purple loot. And it's so...
I find this to be disingenuous. I think this video is very disingenuous so far. The reason why I think this is disingenuous is it's their job. That's why they all have the same jerseys on. This is something they do. And also, like, I find that it's also disingenuous and not true because there is no implication that there are some people who enjoy the competitive aspect of the game. It's being presented in a way as if any competitive gameplay is automatically bad because it's considered antithetical to what Classic used to be, which is partially true, but why is it that what Classic used to be is always the only thing that it can be? It's reductive. I find this to be a horrible point.
Strange because we don't approach other games this way. There are guides and walkthroughs for just about every game in existence, but just because the answers are out there doesn't mean you have to use them.
No, I'll tell you one thing. If I'm not fighting the boss, if I don't know about the ladder, the hidden ladder behind the invisible door that I have to kill the guy for, and I walk by that ladder, I'm gonna hear about it. I'm gonna hear about that.
What other game do we use?
We have some beef around here.
Third-party software to tell us where to move and how to play. Let's imagine for a moment when Elden Ring was released, every single player, before they even turned the game on for the first time, installed a third-party add-on that announced when a boss was going to hit you and told you when and where to dodge.
It is pretty funny to think about. Yeah, you're right about that. Let me think. So other games that have things like this, Elden Ring, I mean, there are people that have like third-party mods for Elden Ring, but most of them don't really make the fight easier. They, in a lot of ways, just change the fight. Yeah, I don't really think so. It's only MMOs. I think the reason why, another big factor for this, is because it's a group environment. And whenever you are enlisting other people's time, and you're doing it in a constrained time period, like a 4-hour time period for a raid, let's say, or 3 hours, you have to make sure that you optimize that time. So because of that, that's why people download the add-ons.
Jesus Christ, I don't know if you guys find it like this, but like I find his voice grating and annoying. He sounds like a fucking man-child. No, I'm serious.
Think that would have any impact on your overall experience? It would make the game substantially easier, and yeah, you'd be able to beat it faster, but would it be as satisfying to take down a boss? Would plays like this still be impressive? Now, imagine suggesting to your fellow Elden Ring players that, hey, maybe it might be more fun to try and learn their attack patterns instead of using this add-on, only to then have them loudly proclaim, well, dying over and over again doesn't sound like any fun. They'll tell you it's a stupid idea because the developers designed the game around this add-on's existence, and why even play without it? Imagine people saying...
Well, I find that to be like a little bit different, right? I mean, like if you want to talk about like retail WoW, I think that's true. That is not really true. Like Classic, definitely.
They have to use this add-on because they have jobs and a limited time to play. And doesn't everyone deserve to experience all of the content? And
there are a lot of people that have downloaded mods for games that are harder, like Elden Ring or Sekiro, that make them easier. Like it's not that it's unheard of, it's that it's just not really as big of a thing. I think that it's very hard to make a comparison for a game that's a single-player game than a multiplayer game. Because, like, the goals extend beyond yourself.
All right, Stan.
So, like, whenever you go into a group environment and you hold back the group, that's a lot different than holding back yourself. It's about the culture of the game. Yeah, I think the culture is definitely different. For sure, I think it's bad too. Like, I want to say, like, I agree with this guy's overall premise, although I think the argumentation is not that great. I think that the overall premise that Wrath won't be as good as it was because of add-ons and, like, min-maxing is, like, kind of true. But I think also, like, there was a bunch of add-ons and min-maxing back then. Like, remember, like, getting items for your gear score so you could put them on and then whisper people. So whenever they shift-clicked your name, it would show your gear score as being higher than what it actually was. And then you would unequip the items whenever you got into ICC. So, like, we always had, like, this stupid min-maxing stuff. It's nothing different or unique or crazy. It's always been like this. It's just going to be a new version of it every single time. Some bosses and fights are impossible without weak auras in WoW as well.
Wait, how long is the original video to this? Hold on, give me a minute. I'm not gonna obviously react to the entirety of this, is it? Hold on. Okay, he doesn't link it. The fuck? Hold on. Oh, original video. There you go. How long is this? 7 fucking minutes. He's added it again. Asmongold is added again, like filling with constant failure in the video. A 7-minute video into like a 37 fucking minute video. Doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? No, it really doesn't. It really fucking doesn't. Jesus. I'm not gonna react to this fucking shit anymore. It gets too fucking long. I'm gonna go get myself a break. You know, like, World of Warcraft content, Jesus fucking Christ, man. It's just the same fucking shit. He does the same fucking shit. Why the fuck am I dragging myself like this even more? It's just, oh God. It's just what happens with Asmongold content as per usual, you know? It's just the usual shit. You know, it's what you would expect. He, like, inflates the video length. He's got this fucking figured. Yeah, he's basically got this fucking figured, honestly. Like, he fills on a lot of fucking filler in each video, so the watch time is being generated so much. So he invades the recommendations, like, holy fucking shit. Jesus. Well, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Okay, so behave. Also, open teeth. Anyway, how long has it been? Like 1 hour or something? Give me a minute. Whoop. Oh, react to one final fucking video from Asmongold apparently, and I hope it's not a really fucking long one filled with fucking filler to the bone. Hey, I don't know. It's kind of works out apparently. Kind of works out. Okay, let's see here. What else we got? What else we got? Right, okay. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. The end of Asmongold reacts. What the fuck is that crap? Yeah. Right, okay, let's get into it. Let's see here.
YouTube considering monetization changes to React channels. I saw that. So YouTube is considering changing the way that React channels are monetized and React videos are monetized. I think that it's going to be hard for them to do that. To me, so this is the only perspective that I ever have, is that I think that it's going to be like a weird thing, because like, how do you categorize a reaction video? Because there's of course like a very large spectrum of reaction videos. There are reaction videos where somebody just sits there without saying anything and they watch the entire video, and there are other things like the H3H3 reaction videos, which were proven in court as fair use. So these are two very different videos. So how do you draw the line? How do you handle it? Is it really good for YouTube to get involved, or should creators make the rules themselves? Or should YouTube give the creators tools to make the rules? I think that if anything, YouTube should give the creators tools to make the rules for themselves, rather than trying to make overarching site-wide rules. I think that is the smartest thing to do. However, I think that it's probably just a better idea to do nothing. I have no idea. And that's generally the way that I see it. YouTube Heroes, you guys see, yeah, it would require effort. It would require a lot of effort. And generally the way that I've always done things is that, you know, I try to work with...
Fucking hell, if he goes on to justify his own fucking content.
People who I react to their content, promote their stuff whenever I can, whenever I'm watching it, etc. And if people have a problem with that, I just don't react to their content. It's really not that complicated or involved, etc. If a reactor is reacting to a reactor, who's going to get the revenue? Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm saying, is that the like you get to... Yeah, it's like a turtles all the way down situation where, like, what really is a reaction? How does this differ? Like, what is a reaction to, let's say, a YouTube video versus a reaction to a stream versus a reaction to a news article versus a reaction to a video game? And so, like, these things become very abstract and hard to make rules for. And that's why I'm not necessarily 100% certain that YouTube will be able to make a rule that will satisfy everybody, which is why I think that if they do anything, they should give content creators the rules, or sorry, the tools to make those rules themselves. That's what really kind of makes sense. I mean, I've had a bunch of people that message me saying that me reacting to their videos and posting their stuff was beneficial to them. I've seen people that have drawn conclusions that are the opposite, but I think that most of the evidence does point to the fact that it is a beneficial thing. I think that turning off monetization might not be the best option. I think that it is... What I think that they should do is, instead of making rules, they should make tools. And they should provide tools for content creators. If those content creators don't want to have reactions to their content, they can prevent that from happening. A revenue sharing thing, something like that. And this is something that I would even do preemptively, right? And so super biased? No, this is not biased at all. So the reason why it's not biased, I know there are people that think that this is biased because I do react videos. So people are going to think, oh wow, he just doesn't want to lose money from his react videos. Guys, I make a lot of fucking money. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I could make $0 from YouTube and it would not matter to me. I did for years. I let people upload my content and make money off of it. People restream my stream and react to it live. I don't give a fuck. People have made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of my content, and I have never claimed any of it at all. This is clearly something that I believe in. This is clearly something that I think. Wait.
Are you sure about that, Asmongold? We have yet to see anyway, but yeah, I don't know about it, Asmongold. Yeah. Weird, that. Weird.
Really? Yeah. So basically what happened, what I used to do is I would just let anybody upload anything of my stream onto YouTube, and I let them fully monetize it and take 100% of the money. They got all of the money and everything for it, because I viewed it as, well, this is going to advertise me too at the same time. Even though they're advertising themselves and putting themselves in the video, etc., I'm still getting the advertisement, so it's a net positive for me. And there were times that, like, people, some of the guys that were making money off of this, they sent me screenshots of how much money they made a month. Some of these guys were making $30,000, $20,000 a month from just uploading videos of my stream onto YouTube. I never claimed any of that. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I never did. I didn't care. And so this is not something that, like, this is not an ideology. This is not some sort of signaling, virtue signaling, etc. This is what I did. So I didn't give a fuck. And so anyway, now we're not able to do that anymore. And the reason why is because YouTube has a duplicate content policy, which makes it to where if the YouTube algorithm identifies 2 duplicate videos that are both monetized, they both lose monetization, which is why I had to make my big main channel now, which is Asmongold TV. So that's what.
I don't know about this. Like, it's weird because I don't even see this going on. Like, turning off monetization of React content. I don't get it. I don't even fucking see it so far. I mean, I can't really see behind the scenes of any YouTube channel that ever happens that to be like React content or whatever, but it's weird because nobody seems to say a goddamn thing about this now. It's just a reaction channel just acting like, oh no, my money. Yeah, I don't know about this. Might do for proper research in this part. Yeah.
What happened? And anyway, how they're articulated though? Yeah, and so what I'm saying is that there is a massive spectrum of reaction videos. So like on one end of the spectrum, you have a person who watches the entire video in its entirety, making almost minimal, never pausing the video, saying 3 things during the video, and nothing else. You see? So that is on one spectrum of React content. And then on the other spectrum of React content, you have somebody like H3H3, who literally won a case in court that his React content was fair use. So clearly...
Yeah, but that's because H3 is a commentary video, not really a reaction video kind of thing, you know? Like, it's fully fledged transformative on what he does on the other people's content. It's not like Asmongold just adding fluff that doesn't transform anything, you know? This is like the exception. This is not like a reaction video, I know, but still.
React content, there is a line where it is a problem. Is it YouTube's best decision to draw that line, or is it the best decision to give content creators the tools to draw the line themselves? I think that the best decision is to allow content creators to decide it themselves. That's what I think the best idea is, and that's smart. Curiosity, how many editors?
Yeah, but it depends on what kind of content creator we're talking about. You know, it's not the same lazy ass reaction channel than someone who makes commentary or video essay videos, you know? That's what I mean.
You have working for you? It depends. Watch along equals React content, sure. And the latter as well. And also, I think that a lot of people are negative about React content. And I would challenge anybody who is extremely negative about React content this one thing. If you view React content as parasitic because it takes away viewership from the original creator and you are making money off of somebody else's work, in what way can that not be applied to video games?
It's not literally the same fucking thing.
Because everybody here, not everybody, but many people here, how many of you have ever watched a video of a video game, a playthrough of a video game, instead of buying the video game?
When you play a fucking video game, right, It's transformative entirely because every video game experience made by each and every individual creator is completely different from each other. You're not exactly copying the product of the video game on your YouTube video, whatever, or your Twitch stream. You just you have a variation of that in your content. That's the point. This oh god, this is completely fucking brain dead.
How many of you have ever done that? Whataboutism? Well, no. What I'm saying is that it's not whataboutism at all.
And the chat is a complete fucking hive mind.
To everything, then you have to have the rule apply to everything. And what I'm saying is that the people that don't like React content, many people don't like React content because they just don't like it. There is no actual logical basis behind not liking it. It's just the fact that they don't like it and they work backwards from there. Because that logically, you will arrive at the same conclusion if you do that with single-player games. There are many people who watch a playthrough of a single-player game, especially on YouTube, and then they don't buy the game. Does that make sense? False?
No. That's not how it fucking works, you know? I know that YouTube tends to steal sales from video games, but that's not the fucking reason. The reason is that, too many fucking people watch YouTube videos just because they're not willing to fucking play a video game themselves, right? But even then, there's still cases where people buy video games after watching certain YouTube videos or streams, you know? You didn't encounter that kind of fucking shit. It's not either black and white, Asmongold. There's tons of fucking shades of gray.
Equivalent, YouTube is using a single person's monetization versus a company. So what if one person makes a video game? So what if one, not the same? No. I'm not mental gymnastics. Yeah. So there, and I will take.
At this point, he's completely fucking brain dead.
Some opinions here. It's different. Video games are good because of the interaction. When you watch someone else play a game, there's no interaction. You just watch their point of view. Wait, what? Video games are good because of interaction. So if you pause a video, is that interacting with it? Like, how do you define interaction? Wrong. What are your content stealing other people's content and posts? Well, that it's not all of it. Why are you? The
Jesus.
thing is, like, why would you watch my stream if that's what you think? It's weird. I'm just gonna ban it. That's so weird. Like, yeah. Well, what the fuck? Why are you here if you think that? What's wrong with you? Let's see here. I think the issue is video games are a product you buy versus React content isn't a product they bought. It's just a video recorded while watching another video. Why would that matter if they both serve as a market replacement? So fundamentally, one of the big things in fair use is if the derivative content is serving as a market replacement. So if it's a
okay, so here lies the problem. Asmongold, your content normally, as far as I've seen from the majority of your fucking reaction videos, they act as a market replacement for the videos you react to. As far as I can see, I don't know what's so transformative about it, you know?
Market replacement, it doesn't really matter. Next. Let's see here. Why they even cancel reaction content? It's just a YouTube headline. There's probably nothing that's going to happen with it. Gray areas, why is the OG creator should even control to decide. I think it depends on who it is. Like I've said before, if somebody doesn't want me to react to their videos for whatever reason, unless their videos are about me or they're trying to push an agenda that I find to be bad or problematic, I would just not react to their videos. It's not complicated. That's it. Imagine drawing a line at a company not recognizing that thousands of people would lose their jobs if a video game doesn't make money. Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah, and this is where I'm coming from, is that I think that if you want to apply this logic, you will have to extrapolate it to like video games as well. I think so. And also, I want to address the other thing is that many video games allow other people to upload content and monetize that content, and that is explicitly stated in the video game TOS. And I think that's the case with almost all video games nowadays. Is that right? Okay, so I think that actually is an argument for what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is that is a tool that the content creator provides in order to give other people an idea as to whether they can react and make content about that video game. So I think that's really what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I think a universal rule by YouTube will either be too much or not enough.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know what to say about this fucking dude anymore. I'm just fucking tired already. Yeah. Jesus. Asmongold will never fucking learn at this point, yeah? We'll never fucking learn. Hey, I don't know. That's gonna be about it. I don't intend to lengthen the stream for too long because I got plenty of other things to do. I gotta upload like yesterday's video reactions. I gotta also probably upload today's video reactions or whatever. But yeah, that's the thing, really. I'm gonna see you tomorrow on day 4 or whatever that is. Yeah. See ya.